Hi everyone! Welcome to our channel Scratch Programming Projects for Kids. Today we are going to make a palindrome checker in Scratch. There are two ways to use Scratch. The first way is to download the Scratch desktop app. The second way is to make projects in Scratch in the browser. To download Scratch, first go to Google and type in Scratch desktop. And then click on this link. Follow all the steps right here then. I've already downloaded the Scratch desktop app. So now let's get coding. So first we are going to go to events and get the one flag clicked. Now I want to put in the word. So from the sensing palette, I'm going to put ask and wait. In place of what's your name, I'm going to type in enter your word, period. So that's the first thing the computer is going to ask us, and we're going to have to put in the input. Once we've typed in our answer, the answer has already been saved in the variable answer right here. I'm going to move this a bit down. Now I'm going to put two loops. In the first logic, the first loop is going to be for when I'm going to put the letters of the word into a list. The second logic is going to be when the first word will be compared with the last word, when the first letter will be compared with the last letter, and when the second letter will be compared with the second last letter, and so on until all the letters are done. So let's start with that. So now I'm going to get the repeat 10 loop. In place of 10, I'm going to put length of. In place of apple, I'm going to put the answer variable. Now inside the loop, now I want to put the letters. I want to put the letters of the word inside a list. So I'm going to go to variables and I'm going to click on make a list. The name of the list will be word list. And it'll be for all sprites. So this is going to be the list. Now, what we're going to put inside here, since we've got all these ready-made blocks, since we've made a list, we are now going to get. Now we're going to get add thing to our list. We're going to put in letter 1 of apple right inside here. Now we want a variable which can store in the index of the letter of the word. So I'm going to go to variables and I'm going to make a variable. I'm going to name it count. And I'll be for all sprites. Now I made a variable and I'm going to put this count right in place of letter 1. In place of apple, I'm going to go to sensing palette, and I'm going to get the answer variable, the ready-made answer variable. And I'm also going to get the variables. I'm going to go to the variables again, and I'm going to get change. I'm going to get the change block. We're going to start off with getting a variable which can hold the item number of the list. So I'm going to go to variables again, and I'm going to type in I. I is going to be the name of the variable for all sprites. We're going to put a set to, and from the drop-down menu, get I. I should be set to 1. Now we're going to get to the second logic, where it'll try to match, where it'll match the first number. It'll compare the first number with the last number, and the second number with the second last number, and so on. So we're again going to get a repeat loop. In place of 10, we're going to again put length. We're going to again put length. And in place of apple, I'm going to put the name of the list, so word list right here. I also want to put, from the operators, I want to get a division operator. So, and I'm going to put 2 inside it, so it does not repeat the same loop too many times. Now, inside the repeat loop, I'm going to put in a condition. And I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in the if-then. I'm going to put in the if-then condition. Inside this condition, I'm going to put in, from the operators, I'm going to put in the not, if not, and also the equality operator. In the first circle, I'm going to put item 1 of word list. If not item 1, in place of 1, I'm going to put in I from the variables right inside here. In place of 50, I'm going to put in the same thing. So I'm going to get the same thing, and I'm going to take it out from the first circle. I'm going to right-click it. I'm going to right-click it, and I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to click on the duplicate. So you can see here that there is a duplicate of the first one. I'm going to click it again so it does not move with my mouse pointer. I'm going to put the same thing inside here. I'm going to take out the I. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go back to the operators again, and I'm going to get the plus operator. I'm going to put that inside in place of 1. In the first circle, I'm going to put in length of And in this one, I'm going to put in, and in this circle, I'm going to put in the minus operator. Now, what in place we're going to put inside apple is we're going to the variables and we're getting word list variable. Again, I'm putting in place of apple. Now in this circle of the minus operation, I'm going to put 1. I'm going to type in 1 inside here. In the second circle, in the last one, I'm going to put in the variable I. And these two drop-down menus should have word list inside them. Now we're gonna do if this is true. If this is true, we are going to go to the say. We're going to go to say. We're going to put this block in and put in the join. In place of apple, I'm going to put answer. And in place of this, I'm going to put is a palindrome. Palindrome. So what this is going to do is that since we've typed in the answer inside the answer your word, since it's all just saved inside the answer variable, it'll save the word which you've typed in, and and after that it's going to say is a palindrome. Since it is, it's actually not going to become a palindrome since this is false. This is not going to become, so is not This is actually my mistake. It actually was a not here, since it is like if it's not. So if there was no not, then we could have put is. If it's true, if this is true, then it's not going to be a palindrome. I'm also going to put a period here. I'm also going to put a space here, because if there's no space here, then the word which you have typed in and the is going to be stuck together. So there won't be any space in between those two. And I'm also going to go to control, and I'm going to put stop this script, so it does not go on and on. I'm also going to put, from the variables, I'm also going to put change I by 1. And now for the last part, over this repeat length of word list divided by 2, over this I'm going to go to say, I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to put the say. I'm again going to go to join. I'm going to put, in place of apple, we are going to put the answer variable again. And we're going to do the opposite of is not a palindrome. We are going to put is, remember to put a space there, is a palindrome. Palindrome. And we're also going to finish it off by putting delete all of word list, because it's going to be there forever. We want to delete it. And I also want to put set count. I'm going to put the set count to 1. Like that. So now you can see here that the radar is a palindrome because it said R matches with the last one, A matches with the fourth one, the second one matches with the fourth one, and 3 is on its own, which is fine. Now let's check if it's not a palindrome. So now you can see here that the car is not a palindrome because the seed is not, and because the number 1 item does not match with the third item, and the second item is on its own. I hope you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.